When you travel on public transport in Melbourne, you have to have a ticket, and the tickets we use in Melbourne are called MyKey cards. And your MyKey has to be topped up with enough money to pay for a full day's travel. MyKey cards cost $6 to buy for a full fare and $3 for someone who has a concession card. You basically buy this plastic card and top it up with money to pay for your travel on buses, trains, and trams in Melbourne. It's $10.60 for one day of travel if you're paying full fare, and it's $5.30 for people who have a concession card. That means unemployed people are paying around $37 a week if they travel every day for shopping, school, medical appointments, or other reasons. Students and unemployed people are expected to have both a paid up MyKey card and the concession card, which proves that they are eligible for concession at all times. The other thing is that children between the age of 5 and 18 are expected to have a MyKey card as well, and the MyKey card has to be topped up with enough money for their daily travel. I find it absurd that children as young as 5 are expected to have MyKey cards. There are ticket inspectors waiting at the entrance to train stations, and the inspectors also go onto trams and buses to check people's tickets. If people are caught without a paid up MyKey card, they will be fined. If students or unemployed people are caught without a valid concession card, they will be fined. Currently, the fine is $288 for not having a paid up MyKey. So if you only have $1 on your MyKey, you don't get asked to top it up to the cost of travel. You actually get fined the full $288. I was fined back in 2019, and the fine that I received was $248. It's interesting to note that the fine for unemployed people and the fine for people who work is the same. There is no discount on the fine for being unemployed. Unemployment benefits are around $381 per week, so that means that an unemployed person who is fined $288 would be left with $93. That's $93 to pay their rent, to feed themselves, to buy medicine or cleaning products or anything else that they need to live a normal life. Back in 2019, when I was fined, I was on welfare and I was actually traveling to the city for a job interview, which is ironic, but it's true. The fine was $248 back then, but welfare was also lower, so relatively, it was just as bad as the fine is now. I paid that fine in December of 2019, so that meant that I had less money to spend over Christmas. And I had less money to buy presents and less money for food on Christmas Day. And it was really horrible. I can't see any justification for fining people such a large amount of money, and I don't think unemployed people or students should be paying for public transport at all. So, based on that, I would have to say don't come to Melbourne.